Now, carb deplete days are the fat burning days where we're gonna stay in more of an aggressive deficit. These are not keto days. This is really super high protein days. And I do these on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I pick a Saturday or a Sunday to do a deplete day when I'm in a cutting phase. If I'm not in a cutting phase, I just go ahead and have 2 carb up days on the weekend. And on these days, I do some type of cardio or HIIT, and then I have 0 starches on these days and only 50 grams of impact carbs. And then as long as I do a cardio or HIIT workout, I allow myself to have 1 serving, a fist-sized serving of berries, cherries, or a kiwi, typically in the post-workout window, but pre or post or even for dessert after dinner is fine because they're super low carb and super low glycemic. And that's your fat burning days with the extreme deficit. And then lastly, by far my favorite day is the carb up day on the weekends because of course you get 2 starches and you get 2 fruits and you get a cheat meal with a dessert. Now, I follow a couple strategies on this weekend to ensure that I'm not taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps backward. Now, like I mentioned earlier, when I'm on a cutting cycle, I make one of these days on the weekends a deplete day because I want to be in an aggressive deficit one more day of the week because I'm cutting fat. When I'm in maintenance mode, which I am in the majority of the year, I make both these days a carb up day. Now, one day is a clean carb up day where I have 2 clean starches and 2 clean fruits. And the other day, I have 2 clean fruits, starch, and a cheat meal with a dessert, okay? Now, it's super important. There is a metabolic and hormonal effect that takes place here because during the week, you've been in a deficit on your carb down and deplete days. And so I know during the week when I follow these days that I'm down regulating my thyroid and leptin hormones, which is slowing down my metabolic rate. And in the science world, this is called metabolic adaptation or metabolic slowdown. Well, most people don't know that thyroid hormones themselves are a glycoprotein. Glyco means glucose, so your body needs glucose to convert T4 to T3, the active form of thyroid hormones your body can utilize. And of course, thyroid hormones communicate with leptin hormones, and they help regulate your body weight and help control the speed of your metabolism. So when you have these starches and these fruits on the weekends, you're boosting back up these hormones, increasing your metabolic rate, giving you a reward and a hormonal reset. Now, always remember the good, better, best carb timing when you have these meals, and then make one day clean is what I do, and then I have that cheat meal. Now, it's important before I close out this video because you can sabotage your success with this cheat meal. Rule number 1 that I follow is I don't ever binge or stuff. I enjoy myself, I fill up, but I don't binge or stuff. That's a recipe for disaster. Number 2, I time my alcohol strategically because research shows that if you have a bunch of cocktails before or after these higher carb meals, you negate your body's ability to replenish glycogen in muscle and liver tissue because your body automatically switches gears when alcohol enters your system and it uses acetate from alcohol as a fuel source first. So it's super important that you time your alcohol properly. And my go-to philosophy is that I always try to get 1 or 2 of these higher carb meals in earlier in the day. And then later in the day when I want to enjoy my cocktails, I just do it guilt-free. So I want to make sure the hormonal and the glycogen replenishing effect is not being hindered by alcohol intake. So I try to wait about 2 hours after a high carb meal or a cheat meal before I drink and indulge. But at the very least, have 1 or 2 of these meals earlier in the day before you start drinking. And this will ensure that you can still enjoy yourself and have a social life while you can still cut belly fat. So if you like this video and you got something out of it, click the link in description or in the pinned comment. Head on over and join our free 14-day Hormone Reset Challenge school community where we're going to give you instant access to our Rapid Fat Loss Starter Kit, 100% free. Now, a lot of people will say, okay, what's the catch here? Why are you giving this away for free? And I can tell you after 2+ decades of being a fitness pro, spending the last 15 years, I sold over 1 million ebooks, I've identified the number 1 reason people fail. First of all, it's because the weight loss industry in general is broken, and 94% of all dieters regain all or more of the weight that they lose because they don't understand how to build a lifestyle of leanness. See, it's all about sustainability and adherence. And trying to use social media doesn't work as well. Research shows it leads to the comparison trap, which leads to more unhappiness and more depression. And school has overcome this problem. And when you head on over and you get free instant access to our Rapid Fat Loss Starter Kit today, you're going to be part of a like-minded community, a group of people your age who share your struggles and your same goals, and will help you build lifestyle habits so that you can use these to stay lean until you're 90 or 100 years old if you want. So thanks for watching this, and God bless.